Hi and welcome back. This is video 2 of the engine reassembly, where I go over taking care of setting zero lash and then setting the preload on the rockers and push rods with the lifters. I also get the gaskets for the intake set up and the intake manifold installed and torqued down. Enjoy! Alright, today we're going to be taking care of adjusting the push rods and rockers and lash. So we're going to be tightening down the nuts and following the steps to take care of lash, which means we're going to be turning over the engine and we're going to be following that. That is step 1. Now step 2 is adjusting, and we will get to that very shortly. Alright, so we're back getting these to zero lash and getting these taken care of here, getting them set into the lifters. These are hydraulic lifters for this motor. To be done. Alright. Back up the adjusting nut until lash is felt at the push rod, and then turn the adjusting nut until all lash is removed. This can be determined by rotating the push rod when turning adjusting nut. When play has been removed, turn adjusting nut one full additional turn to center lifter plunger. Alright, so we're in the number 1, so we can both do the exhaust and intake of the number 1 cylinder. Now we're going to rotate the engine. And what was that? Now we got to rotate it until that mark lines up again. That'll be the number 6 cylinder. I need some extra light in there. Okay, so that's top dead center on the number 6 cylinder. And now we're going to rotate it back to top dead center on the number 1 cylinder. Now we're back, top dead center, number 1 cylinder. Alright, so we're going to look at checking out something. So what we're going to do to each and every single manifold bolt, like we did to every head bolt and bolt hole, is we're going to clean the bolts. I have a die here, and this one is 3/8 by 16, and it works perfectly for the manifold bolts, like so. And we just clean off the gunk. I don't know if you can see the gunk on there right now, in between some of the threads, but when we're done, it looks absolutely perfect. Show you here in a second. See all that just came off that bolt? It's all over my gloves now. And take the screw off, and their threads are all cleaned out, like so. And the same goes with the actual bolt holes. It's a 3/8 tap. Start it in there nice, and I want to clean it out. And we're going to do it to every single manifold bolt and bolt hole. We're going to clean them up. All of them. Because they all need it. But make sure when you start these, you start them in straight. Alright? Should go in nice and easy. And the only time that you should feel resistance is if you hit something that you need to clean out of that, like right there, and that was near the bottom. And you can see the stuff I'm cleaning out of that hole built up in the grooves. So you got to clean those out too as you're doing this. So we're ready to put the intake gaskets on. I'm gonna Do a little bit of a cleanup again. And some of the stuff that came out of those screw holes. Alright, so we're gonna get the new gasket in place. Alright, so it says let them set for a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do the China walls on both ends and get ready to place the intake. You want a nice 3/16 inch bead from end to end. goes here. So we need to get that going in. Alright, let's get them all snugged. Not too tight, just snug. So, 35 foot-pounds. So we're going to use that pattern. Son of a bitch, that pattern. So they're all done. I'm going to give it a second. I'm going to go through it again, make sure they're all tight. Alright. We're good. Okay, we're going to go through and just double check the torque setting on all the intake manifold bolts. I did that also when I did the head bolts. So I went through on the heads, I went through and I torqued everything down. I waited about a half an hour and I went through and I double checked, and there were some bolts that were loose and had to be re-torqued down. So it's always a good way to wait a little bit, let things settle, go back, check the torque on them. So we're set at 35 again, and here we go. Cool. Everything is torqued down to where it needs to be. That's the check. It's quick, it's simple, and definitely prevents problems from occurring. So we're going to torque down the nuts for the thermostat that we just replaced. It says between 18 and 23. I'm going to do 20. In stages. Thank you for watching video number 2 of the engine reassembly. This one we covered the setting of the Zero Lash and the preload with the rockers and push rods and lifters, and we installed the intake manifold and got that all torqued down to spec. We also got the water pump gooseneck on and that installed as well. If you like the video, please click on that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you want to get notified of videos when we post them up to YouTube, please click on that notification bell icon. Thank you very much and have a great day.